Hey, Rob here for Quadratec.com. Today we're out here at the 2014 Topless for Tatas trail event in Roush Creek up here in Pennsylvania. We met up with Greg Henderson today, the builder of the Franken Brute behind us. So we thought we'd take some time out here on the trail to meet with Greg. Thanks for meeting with us.
Hey, no problem.
And get a little insight into this monster behind us. So Frankenbrute has a really good cause behind it.
The whole premise behind Frankenbrute, I'm a Jeep builder, love Jeeps, enthusiast. And back in the early 2000s, AEV came out with the Brute, which was a phenomenal vehicle. So I wanted to play on that, but I wanted to mix old iron because I love old iron. So I went with the 1949 Willys theme and created what you see here.
Right.
The reason behind it and the reason that I jumped into doing a build that I was going to give away, December 19th, 2011, I dropped my son off at daycare at 6 in the morning. At 11:43, I got a phone call. He was being rushed to the hospital.
Right.
The next day, we learned that he had all the symptoms of shaken baby syndrome. It's kind of a really bad thing that happens. About 50,000 kids a year are afflicted in the U.S. alone.
Yeah.
It happened to my son. I fought for 2 years with the legal department trying to get something done. Nothing really ever happened, so I figured I'd build a Jeep. The reason I decided to build it, a local off-road park in Michigan offered to do a fundraiser for my son. It's called Rocks and Valleys Off-Road Park. The owner called me, asked if he could do a fundraiser. The next day at work, I was talking with a good close friend, told him about it, and he said, build a Jeep.
Yeah.
So this was a dream I've had for years to build for myself. So I did. I modeled it after 49 Willys, and all the proceeds go to my son's recovery.
Right.
His medical bills are a little staggering, so we did this. And then the other part is I became a board member of Stop Shaken Baby Syndrome, Inc., which is a nonprofit organization.
Right.
And this hits two things. One, it helps my son. Two, it gets the word out to all the wheelers out there and all the Jeep people out there that this is actually, it happens.
Right.
There's never a lot of press or news about it. People that go to my son's website, babyliam.org, can read my son's story. And through reading that story, we're generating education. So somebody that clicks on it on Facebook or anywhere else, reads the story, they know what can happen. So in a very small part, we're giving education to people so that maybe we can slow down how often this happens.
Right. Yeah, you're putting that word out about there about, you know, the symptoms, what to look for, and how to prevent this from happening to other children.
Yeah, it's basically prevention.
Yeah.
But the vehicle, there's a lot of little interesting parts about it. It's a 2006 Jeep Wrangler. Started out as an Unlimited that I got at Davies Jeeps. It has a 1-inch lift. It's kind of a hodgepodge of parts, but I wanted the best of the best, so I used everything I could to make the best vehicle I could.
Right.
1-inch lift, 37-inch tires. As you can see, it's turned into a truck. Top and doors are still removable. The bed's also removable. It is a flat bed. Every light on the whole thing's a truck-lite. It's got rock solid performance, Dana 60 front, Dana 70 rear, advanced adapters, Atlas transfer case, onboard air, Premier power welder under the hood. You know, so it's a full recovery vehicle, and it's to tie in with my son's recovery.
Right.
The color's a little specific. I wanted a bluish color because the ribbon for shaken baby syndrome is blue. The green ribbon that you see there is for traumatic brain injury, and that's what happens.
It's absolutely, I mean, it's beautiful to look at. It's uber capable. And like you mentioned, you're giving this away.
Yeah.
So any event that you're out at, people can always catch up with you and buy raffle tickets, but they can also buy them through the website as well. Right?
Yep, they can buy them at babyliam.org. Tickets are available. Ticket sales stop October 10th because the raffle is on October 11th. The only way you can get tickets on the 11th is to be at the event,
Right.
Which is in Michigan, and it's called Support for Liam. And you can find that on Frankenbrute, Frankenbrute, on Facebook.
Great.
But yeah, October 11th, we give it away at 4 p.m. And anybody's welcome to come. Got a huge list of sponsors. We're going to do a pretty good raffle before this raffle, but somebody gets to take it home that day.
That's awesome. And
they don't have to be present to win.
Right. So even, you know, if you pick up a
ticket online,
either online or out at one of the events, and you can't make it up to Michigan, that's all right.
Yep, you're still a winner.
You can just hope for that phone call, right?
Yep, the phone call will come in. Even if you don't answer, we will follow up.
That's good.
Because the winner's the winner. There will be a consolation prize. If people want to just make a donation to help, there will be a consolation prize. I'm not really saying what it is because it's a secret right now, but it's pretty cool.
Cool.
So, yeah, it'll be a really good day, and in the end, somebody's going to walk home with this vehicle. I took it to Autorama this year, which is a huge car show in Detroit for custom cars, and I took 3rd place in my class.
Yeah. Which
is spectacular for a first show.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, definitely.
So,
you know, to compete against some other great car builders out there.
Yeah.
You know, so tickets are $25.
$25.
Right. So you can pick them up, like I said, at any show or at babyliam.org.
Yep.
And hopefully you'll be the lucky winner to drive the Franken Brute home.
Or you will.
Or I will. I know I've got my ticket. Well, Greg, thanks so much for meeting us out here today.
Hey, anytime.
We're going to go hit the trails, have a little fun with this thing. Make sure you hit up babyliam.org and pick yourself up a ticket for the Franken Brute.